Hey, it's Ivan with Green Financial Solutions, and today I want to discuss a topic that I'm running into more and more every day. I've got clients that I work with and people that I talk to all the time. Maybe they're not clients, but they're looking to be clients. And it seems like one of the major concerns that I'm hearing a lot is, hey, I've got some money, but I don't want to lose it. Great. But I don't want to lose it, but I still want to earn some interest. So basically, what does that mean? That means people want their cake and they want to eat it too. That means they want to earn a decent amount of interest, but they don't want to put it at risk. So what accounts are available to do that? Well, the accounts that we deal with here at Green Financial Solutions work just like that. We earn you some interest on your funds, and it doesn't matter what kind of funds they are. It could be IRAs, non-qualified accounts, sitting in a bank account, a CD. It could be 401k. It can be brokerage account money. It could be pretty much anything. Savings, checking, it doesn't matter. 403bs, it just, the sky's the limit. We can work with all of those types of funds. So the nice thing is that we can give them their cake and let them eat it too. So if you want some cake and you want to eat it, we've got it. We've got an account that will do exactly what most people tell me they want. I don't want to put it at risk. I don't want any losses, but I want a decent return. So, first of all, at Green Financial Solutions, the accounts that we deal with are safe money accounts. Always. We never put your money at risk. So, with that being said, these accounts give you a 0% floor. So, there's your safety net. So that means there's no losses ever. Okay. And with this particular account, well, let's take a step back. If you were to put your money in the markets, what percentage is guaranteed for you to get back if you were to close the account and walk away? Well, that number is 0. Your percentage of guarantees are 0 if your money's in the market. With this particular account, you have a 91% guarantee on return on your assets day one. Yeah, 91% with a 0% floor. And here's what makes it even better. You get a 10% cap on the S&P 500. So now, you've got a 91% guarantee that you'll get your money back day one, even if you walk away and close the account. You've got a 0% floor. That means you have a safety net. You can never take a loss. And you have a 10% cap on the S&P. That means you get anything and everything from a 0% floor protection up to 10%. So if the market does 11% or 12%, you still get 10%. But you get to have that protection from loss with that 0% floor. So let's take a look at an example of what that would do, or what that did do over the last 7 years historically. Because remember, when we're looking at these numbers, we're looking at what something did historically, because we can't project the future. We can only look at what it would have done in the past. So let's take a look. All right, we've got a 60-year-old man here. He's going to go ahead and put $150,000 of his funds into this account. And let's talk about the 91% return on the assets day one. So if you look here, this is your accumulation value. This is your cash surrender value. Now, why is that important? It's important because this is a 7-year account. If you look down here 1 through 7, you see it right here. End of surrender charge period. 7 years between the 7 and 8. Now, 91% guarantee on your money day one. If you were to close the account and walk away, right here, $150,000 going in, 91% of $150,000 is $136,500. And they put it in writing. Here it is right here in this column. There's no secret. It's not hidden. It's contractual. That's why I love these accounts, because everything's in writing. So let's take a look at what the 60-year-old did in that 7-year period. First year is $150,000, 0%. Why is there 0%? Because the S&P had a bad year that year. You got a 0. $150,000, still $150,000. The next 2 years, it earned interest. $14,300, $16,430, and you grew from $150 to $180. And then the S&P had another bad year, and you got a 0. So I want you to notice here, this is your protection. This is your 0% floor at work. This is a safety net. You'd grown the account from 150 to 180, 741. Then the market had a bad year. You can see right here you got a 0. So from year 3 to year 4, you didn't lose any money. You're at 187.41. The market did a bad in year 4. You're at 187.41. That's the safety net. That's the protection. The next 3 years were banner years, 18, 19, and 21,000 each year in interest. So that you grew that account from, or the 60-year-old male grew that account from 150 to 240. A little over $90,000 in interest safely. No putting the money at risk. No chance of loss. Just growth when growth was accumulated in the S&P 500. So, again, if you were to leave early, this is what you'd be looking at any of these years, okay, when you leave early. But when you notice at the starting of year 8, your account values match now. You're at 245.66, 245.66, and they will continue to match all the way down after year 7. So, with that being said, that's okay. We see it. It's in writing. We know what's going to happen. There's no secret. There's no hiding it. Okay? So, what I've seen a lot of people, whether they're, we talked about this money can be a bank account, savings, checking, CDs, whatever. But I've seen people in their 50s and 60s and 70s that love these accounts. I own several of these types of accounts myself personally. And I've actually seen people in their late 70s and 80s still sitting in in the markets losing money. And I just don't understand that, because once you get to a certain age, you want to go ahead and safely accumulate the assets without any losses. And this account allows you to do that. So let's talk about losses. Once you get in your 70s and 80s and you're taking, maybe it's a qualified account, you're taking required minimum distributions, or you're pulling funds out on a systematic basis to offset or to help with Social Security and income planning. If you are taking losses and taking distributions, your account will be depleted very quickly. So with this account, you don't have to worry about any losses. You just have to worry about the gains. You see the zeros, they're here. They're mapped out for you, so there's no secrets. So this is a great account for people that want their cake and eat it too. They want to make sure the money is safe. That's why a lot of people put their money in the banks, because they think, hey, I want to keep it safe. The bank will do that for me. You won't earn very much in a bank. If you have a bunch of money sitting around, if you have some money earmarked that you want for growth, this is a great account. Like I said, it's a 0% floor, a 10% cap. The office number is down there on the right-hand, below on the right-hand side of the screen. Give us a call. We'd be glad to set up a situation or an illustration just like this. We'll send it to you. We'll show you what your money could have done over those 7 years. It's protected, it's safe, and it's guaranteed. And you can see it here in writing. That's why I love these illustrations, because they put it all in writing for you. So give us a call. We'd be glad to help you out. Look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.